All right, this is just kind of a quick rundown of my pedal board as it stands. I actually tore this all apart, added a bunch of stuff, and I just got it back together. At the moment, we're just running direct out of the Strymon Iridium. So what happens is that we've got the tuner right here, and I actually plug in there. And it goes from the tuner into this ES8. And in the ES8 loops, you've got a Spark Mini, you've got the Emerson M drive, the Origin Revival drive, the Strymon Mobius, Eventide H9, the Rockett 45 caliber, and the MXR Phase 90. And then from there it goes out to this timeline. Actually, it goes out to the Spark Boost right here. This one's my last, like, I'm going to kick it in if I need a solo be a little bit louder on any particular sound. So it's like my very last chance to go to 11. And then it goes to the timeline from there. And out of the timeline, one side of the timeline goes to the Strymon Iridium, which goes to this direct box, and then out to the house PA, or in this case, my recording interface. And the other side goes out to a patch point, and there's a cable right there that goes out to my amp. Right now, we're just only doing the direct sound. And at some point in the near future, we're going to combine this with the sound of my amp with a mic. The main reason why I've got the Iridium set up like this is so that I don't have to deal with a microphone on gigs where we're running sound ourselves. This just gives me a consistent sound. So the sound on the Iridium is basically the Marshall amp, but run real clean through the stock IR, which is the 4x12 with greenbacks, which is the Ownhammer impulse response. So there's my clean sound. All right, and this is basically just a little reverb and maybe a touch of like tape delay. The clean. So that's just as clean as it gets. The button here allows me to tap tempos in for the delay if I want to do something kind of specific. The next sound on this, and this first bank is all sounds for the beginning of a typical cover band night for me. This is just the Emerson M drive. Basically there so I can play fatter clean sound. The crunch, button mark crunch, is the Origin Revival drive. It's set to the valve rectifier side. So that's the bridge pickup on my Telecaster. If I roll it back a little bit, if I switch sides on that, so now I'm on the silicon rectified side, the silver knobs, that's the sample they give for the Jimi Hendrix Marshall, Plexi Marshall. I still haven't actually used that on a gig yet, but I kind of like the idea of being able to play with it. The next sound on here is basically it's supposed to be a slapback echo. Using this thing has kind of messed up my my program on it, so I still have to turn off the expression sound for this. But so basically it's for those sounds. The next sound on this is my rotary speaker, or Leslie. The last one on this row is the 45 caliber, set up for a lead sound. I just got that this week. I haven't even used that one on the gig yet. So we'll see how that works out. I'm still messing with that. The phaser has a little bit of the Spark Mini. And then the last sound on here is the chorus. That's out of the Mobius. The chorus is one of my least favorite effects, but I actually need it for a lot of stuff, so here it is. So the next bank up is usually like the second set, or when things start getting a little bit louder and aggressive. The first three sounds, clean, M drive, and revival drive, are all still the same as the last bank. The next one on here, it's the M drive, but it's being boosted by the Spark Mini. The fifth sound on here is the analog synth sound out of the Eventide H9. It's a little glitchy. But I still like using it. I'm still messing with that. Here's the lead sound. I've got the 45 caliber boosted with the Spark Mini a little bit on this. This is once again when everything gets louder. We'll see how that works out. We still have the same phaser sound. I like this phaser a lot. And then the last one on here is a flanger. And then there's not too many other sounds I have worked out just yet. I've got a tremolo in one of these guys. And then sometimes I have to play this Shut Up and Dance song. And that's actually a delay out of the Eventide H9 right now. So, and that's pretty much what I have programmed. That'll get me through most nights. All of my overdrive sounds are completely new. And I guess I'll find out how they work on Friday night, the first gig I've got back with this particular setup. So there it is. After this, what we're going to do is I'll play a few shows on it, and then we'll do a combination of what I have to change, what I've learned, and then also what the amp sounds like on stage. And then the only thing is I put in a Strymon Zuma power supply also, just because I had a Voodoo Lab, but it didn't actually handle everything I needed. So I did that upgrade as well. So there you have it. There's my pedal board for the beginning of 2020, and we'll see how it changes in about a month or two.